Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from a while back from Darth Merrick, who is in the Zaku FS in some really nice Char Aznable colors. So, yeah, Zaku FS is, of course, it is a general with a really good melee-oriented skill set. It works a lot like a lot of the lower-cost melees do in GBO2. It has maneuver armor, but no dodge roll, and it has really strong melee. So that's a decent combination. You can get a long ways with that that combination. Again, the secret to maneuver armor is just being able to predict when your enemy is going to fire at you. It took me a long time to realize that I was unconsciously doing that. I talk about predicting, when the enemy's going to fire and things like that, but what it comes down to is if you have a pretty good idea of weapon ready-up times, and somebody stands up from being knocked down, for example, and goes from their beam saber to their bazooka, you know it's going to take them a couple of seconds to fire, so you know about when it's going to happen. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And there is a really good kill, really clean, and yeah, as you can see, FS does a lot of melee damage. It is a good mobile suit. And I forget what level it goes up to. I think it's 6, and it's pretty strong. And let's see. Good grenades, as you saw too, about 1100, 14 on the bazooka, and then a lot on the melee, and that person is dead. This person is probably about to be. Yep. That's Jim Cold District. Merrick missed the downswing, but that's okay, because he's got a teammate right there who will clean up. And he can go catch up with his other teammates and surround these last two people and kill them pretty hard, I'm thinking. Yep, that's another FS, you can tell by the larger Heat Hawk. And they are down. Okay, yeah, it's a 250 room, so this is probably, I forget what level of FS that is, 2 or 3? It's a relatively low cost mobile suit. Again, just really, again, I like how specific sometimes some of the play setups are for these things. The FS is one. Just I'm blathering a little bit, and I apologize. It is 1 a.m. because this is the quietest time of night when I have gotten everything my folks need and I have some time to myself, so it's a good time to record voiceovers. Also, since I haven't set up the program Seraphic Zero clued me into that's going to let me record with my fan on, it's also the coolest time of night. So, but yeah, just there's in the lower costs, it's much rarer to get really good multitaskers. There's maneuver armor melees, there's stun meta generals, things like that, and it's when you get into the upper ranks that you can get things that have multiple options of a tank. Well, you can get things that have multiple options of a tank too. The assault gun tank, the Hildolfer, they both have the option to be a tank, but it's and something I've mentioned to people before is also I really like how this game plays so differently at low and high cost. Low cost is a lot more straightforward and sometimes a lot more brutal when just getting up in the enemy's face and having it out. And then, good use of the airstrike there, and good use of the bazooka. I'm pretty sure that second one was a bazooka kill. Very nice. But and then you get into more, advanced maneuvering and sniping and all of those things more at the higher ranks, where you get bizarre weapons and strong mobile suits and transforming things and all of that. Yeah, just every cost range has its own thing going on to a certain extent, and that's really fun. The fact that the Ball and Oak Saman has this just weird collection of skills that had not been seen at high cost, that was a nice touch, and I'm kind of hoping we see more mobile suits like that in the long run. There's got to be more skills that don't come in at these costs that can be thrown in and weird and interesting ways. And let's see, round is going pretty well. They're only about 1,000 points down, which is really not a lot. Merrick turned around and went after this person. That's a good call, because for one thing, the entire enemy team was behind him, and also he had teammates focusing on those people over there, so that was not a problem. And now they're all pretty well masked, and they can mount a counterattack more effectively, especially since there's at least 2 enemies ready to drop. That Desert Gym is going to have low melee defense, and it is also going to be dead. And there is, I think that's that Jim Cold again, which is also dead. Yeah, Merrick is on a roll here. And they've got a nice 200-point lead now. They're getting there. There's somebody. Is he just gonna throw a bazooka or grenade over at that nearly dead person? No, looks like he's gonna deal with what's in front of him. And sometimes, as much as you'd like to get the points for that person over there, that is the best thing you can do, is deal with the person in front of you. Especially when you get a good, unopposed shot at somebody's legs like that. I think the shot ran a little high, so their legs are fine. But yeah, it was also most of their health, so that's fine too. It's occasionally if you can destroy legs, great, but sometimes just doing the damage works. And a good couple of shots there. Yeah, 3,000 on the first swing, 2,000 on the second. Big downswing for 4,000 there. Yeah, and this is all at like 250, so the FS is really formidable. And let's see, took a couple of shots. Oh, there was somebody behind him as well, so I think it was the other FS. Yeah, so that is a really strong mobile suit if you get a chance to try it out. I think at this point it's out of the lottery and it is probably in the store, so unless you drop it as part of a GBO Days promo, which has the opportunity to drop basically everything that's ever been in the lottery, as I understand it, you may just have to go spend some DP on it, but it's not expensive, so if you haven't tried it yet and you want something new to mess around with at low cost, this is worth it. It is very much worth it. So 40-some seconds left. The Merrick's team is 200 points down, but there was somebody over there with very low health. So if they can just keep, they've got somebody with very low health too. So if they can get a couple of good safety kills in here, that would be good. Let's see, Merrick is kind of sticking to the front line, which is good. Keep his team out of trouble and hopefully get a kill in. Good work steering there, because his melee downswing took him too far forward to deal with the other person, but it did have enough travel to get to a second target, so that's good. And good shot there. Sometimes when you're trying to get near the end of the round, and what you really need is just keep a close lead, the best thing you can do is just tackle somebody or otherwise keep them still so they can't kill anybody. And yeah, great round for Merrick. 2,600 points in a 250 room. That's tremendous. Assist of 450 and 70,000 damage. Also really good in a 250 room. 8 kills and 2 deaths. Really good. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Thank you very much for the round, Merrick. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I haven't gotten a good opportunity to play low rank lately because you kind of reach the problem, at least in my situation, where the requests tend to be for the new exciting things, and they all come in around 450, 500 at this point and up. And everything else in the lower costs has kind of been done to death for a while. The clan matches have introduced the Gym Night Seeker 2, but I don't have that yet, so I haven't been able to really do anything with it. When I get a chance, I definitely want to, but it all just depends on when everybody has time and if we can clear the requirements. But yeah, I'm just glad they are adding a few new things to low cost here and there, because it could definitely use it.